Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is gonna be my quick review, y'all, because I am tired. But this is a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta that came on yesterday. It was a good episode, but I just want to go to bed or whatever. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dot, okay? Do not forget to also like the video, okay? Like the video, comment in the comment section, because as y'all do know, this is a live conversation between myself and y'all, and it's always a good thing just to talk, okay? But do not forget to also share the video, because that's also a thing to do, okay? You can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, on Twitter. I'm always on IG the most. And Twitter a little bit. But again, that's either here nor there. Okay, now look, while I am here. Okay, I don't feel like being on camera. Plus my signal was being a little bit dumb diddy today. So I'm like, whatever. I will be live tomorrow, at least tomorrow, okay, for the Basketball Wives and the VH1 Couples Retreat show. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m., okay, I'll be coming and do a live for that show. Because I just don't have time to watch it today. I've been back up with stuff because it's been a long weekend. But I will be live tomorrow for this show, or for these two shows. So come on back on tomorrow. It's already set on my channel. So please and thank you. I'm gonna probably do my Billboard Awards and fashion review sometime tonight or tomorrow. That it won't be a live because I just don't have time to do a live. I have not even watched the episode or watched the award show yet. I did not have time to get to it today. So that will either be up sometime tomorrow, or I may do a live on Wednesday. I'm not sure. And y'all know the panel this week is on my channel. That's on Thursday. Okay, so come back around here on Thursday for that. Okay, look, it's a busy week, honey. I am already tired from what I have to do. Okay, but I'm still here to entertain and to bring the things around here that is supposed to be brought. Okay, but let's get into last night's episode. I feel like people aren't really watching the show. However, I also feel like, but it's a good show. Okay, I know some folk don't feel it for the Housewives anymore. You know, people don't like the fact that Nene ain't there. They don't like the fact that not Kenya, that Portia ain't here no more. You know, Cynthia gone. It's not a bad season so far. But hey, y'all, to those who are already here, hey, ma, okay, and stuff. Okay, so thank you to the live watchers, and also thank you to those who are watching the replay later on. Okay, so this episode, I feel like it was, foolishness. Okay, just complete foolishness. Kenya's planning this a birthday party for Brooklyn, and oh, I forgot this. The ladies, the ladies, the ladies. But she's planning a third birthday party for Brooklyn, and she wants to have it at this beautiful, art gallery, little museum or whatever. It's a little tea party, so it's a tea party for the 3-year-old little girl, and that's fine. Now, the party plan let her know that's gonna cost between $10,000 to $15,000 for this party. And I'm looking like 15,000. She 3. But I feel like people all the time have these elaborate parties for their children, and it just be what it is. So I'm like, I guess that's just what it's gonna be. But when Kenya then goes into how she getting divorced and saying she don't know if her husband is going to help pay for the party, whatever, I'm like, Kenya, that ain't her business. Okay, let the lady be. You know what I'm saying? She don't care. All she know is this how much it costs, and since you here booking it, I'm gonna tell you whoever you have to get up to help you pay for it, that's on you, ma'am. But I need you to have my money on time. And at least she did that. I'll pay for it. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we never really see Mark. We don't really have any connection to Mark. Mark ain't never been around, so I would not have expected him to pay anything. Truth be told, okay, because he's an ain't shit person. Okay, Mark ain't never been shit, ain't gonna be shit, so it is what it is. But I'm like, it ain't no need to tell that woman you want the divorce and you don't know if your husband, like thereof, will help pay for stuff when he doesn't help pay for stuff in general. Okay, this is in general. But I'm like, whatever. Now we then see Sheree. Sheree and Marlo at the gym. Now Marlo said, I can't look cute, not work out. Okay, don't have me around here sweating. That ain't why I'm here. I said because sometimes that's a lot you don't want to go through. Okay. Let's see. 10 to 15K is crazy for a 3-year-old that won't right. And kids don't really remember parties until they're like 5, maybe 6. Okay, anything before that, you have to have pictures and remind them of what it was. Okay, but not really like I remember I was 3 years old, and you had me a tea party. They're not gonna have that memory. They'll from the pictures they will. And I feel like you could have had that party in your living room, in your little mini mansion or whatever. But I mean, okay, can you? But when Sheree and Marlon meet up to chit chat or whatever, they talk about raising boys, because Sheree raised her son. I think she had 2 sons. I think it's 1 son and 2 daughters. And we know that Marlo was raising her 2 nephews or whatever. They had that little conversation. But Marlo get into how she wants to take some acting class because she's already an actress. I said, what is Marlo acting in? Is she an actress? Now she said to check her. She said IBMD. I said that don't exist, Marlo. Ain't no IBMD at all. That's not the real thing. Okay, it's really IMDb. Okay, and I was like, girl, you ain't gonna know what it is. But I'm gonna leave that be. But I'm like, sometimes Marlo just loud and wrong, Okay. Now they get onto Drew's assistant. Okay, because as we know, Drew's assistant is also or was also Sheree's assistant. Y'all said my signal is really dumb. I don't know, girl. I hate Comcast. Wait, let me see. Just to piggyback off of what you said about the viewership, I'm like, the people of these United States in this year of our Lord are watching for real, and that sucks. Not the year of our Lord. I mean, some people just not into it, and I feel like it's a good season, but some folks don't want to give it a chance or whatever. I like the fact that we don't really know anything that's gonna happen this season, so I'm watching. I'm like, I'm here for it all or whatever. And sometimes, as we know, just like on YouTube, it takes people the time to start watching you or whatever. So maybe more folks would start tuning in around the 5-episode mark. But right now, not so much. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to be going live right after it goes off. Because sometimes I don't feel like it. Or sometimes I haven't watched the episodes yet. So we're going to see. But back to Marlo and Drew. Marlo and Sheree discussing the system that Drew and Sheree have in common. But again, Marlo and they talking about how Drew told Candy, and Candy then told both Marlo and Kenya what Drew assistant told her. And I was like, so in this case, Candy is the one who's actually spreading the rumors, not Drew. Drew did tell Candy, okay, I don't know what to do, Candy. What should I do? And Candy then said, you should tell Sheree. So I'm looking like Drew, not the villain here. It's Candy. It's really Candy, but not only is it Candy, it's also Marlon, because it's like everyone is telling someone except Drew. Drew told one person, and the one person she told 2 other people who went back to Sheree. I'm like, this is messy. A messy ass game of telephone, Mr. Telephone Man. Okay. Now, Sheree brings up how Candy is the main one who hates rumors about herself. She does not like, anybody talking about her shit. So she's shocked that Candy is the one out here spreading rumors or whatever, and how Candy will not just come have a conversation with her in person, or why Drew didn't say shit in person. I was like, I mean, because it's phone tag. It's phone tag. And again, I don't know by now why Drew hasn't mentioned it, but it's getting messier and messier as we go along. Hello to everybody popping in. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm finally called live. Thank you for loving my channel. I love my channel too. Thank you very much. Housewives is very messy. It really, really is. But again, Sheree is acting all upset. I'm upset. I'm mad. I don't know what to do. Because, Drew was spreading rumors about me and my life, my money, and I don't like that. And then I can't believe Candy would do all this bullshit. But then Sheree then brings up how the same assistant has been telling her stuff about Drew and Ralph. And I'm like, well, that means if he telling you something about them, that means he was your assistant. I feel like assistants or people don't be around here spreading rumors for no reason. I feel like you and that man had to have some kind of connect, some kind of relationship. Okay, for him to know he can come to you about whatever he heard or what he feel about Drew and Ralph. So for me, I feel like Sheree, I'm trying to pop on screen. My signal's going in and out, y'all, and I don't want the picture to see the picture be weird. You know what I'm saying? I got this StreamYard. It got this StreamYard. It ain't Comcast. It's StreamYard. StreamYard is, girl, they must be updating some stuff. But whatever. Um, but for me, I feel like Sheree tried to make it seem as if he wasn't never my assistant. That man lying. I ain't told him nothing. Why he making up stuff? But I'm like, but you never said initially that he told you stuff too about Drew and Ralph. So y'all have some kind of connection to be able to have those kind of conversations or whatever. I'm leave that be. Anyway, let's get to Candy and Todd. Okay. Candy and Todd up at Chit and chatting or whatever. Now we know Candy and Todd is a dynamic duo. They work together, they play together, they have sex together. It's awesome togetherness. Okay. And I feel like not that it's manufactured storyline stuff. I feel like this is a season where Todd and Candy has no choice but to address things that probably has been bubbling underneath the surface or whatever because ain't nothing else to do. Okay. Let me see. Not the bone collector getting mad at Candy for right. Because she the bone collector. She the bone collector. But I agree, Candy is messy. Candy was messy because it wasn't even a reason for you to tell Kenya or Marlo what Drew told you. But at the same time, that's what this show does. Everyone is telling someone what somebody else said. So, is it messy? Yes, but it's also typical. Okay, it's also typical. But Candy is booked and busy as usual. She booked a new role on either a show or a movie or something or whatever. And so she's going to be a lesbian in that role. But she's going to be away for some time or whatever. And Todd, like, look, you know what I'm saying? We already not having enough sex. And so we have sex two or three times a week. And when she's gone, you know what I'm saying? We miss her. Like, it's hard on me. It's hard on the kids. But we miss her or whatever. And I don't speak on her much because I don't want to make her feel like I want to hold her back. What I can appreciate is Todd saying, I feel this way. I may not say it because I don't want to offend my wife, but I feel it, okay? Because I miss her. I was like, but you married Candy Burris. Okay, that's on you, sir. So when they discussed a pilot they're working on where he's doing the whole production part of it, but he only wanted Candy to be talented. He did not want Candy on as like an EP or anything else. He wanted her on the front end, not on the back end or whatever. And so Candy, for like Todd, not want her as the EP or on the production side was kind of weird because they've always done everything together. And when Todd is not included on something that she's doing, he feels some kind of way. So how can he want to have a show where he does not allow her to work behind the scenes as EP or whatever, when he would not like it if the role reversed? So when Todd said, well, I feel like everything I do, you know what I'm saying, whenever I do something, you know what I'm saying, and it's us doing it together, no matter how much work I put into it, I never get credit for creating things that I've created. It's always, the credit is always it's kind of given to you. Now I said, well, Todd, you married Candy Burris, okay? And at the same time, though, I feel like it can be frustrating if you are the one doing the work and you are also the one helping, but no one is acknowledging you. They only make it seem as if your wife is the reason anything has happened. But again, Todd, she's Candy Burris. That's gonna come with it. It is what it is. But I do think they should have probably had a conversation about how it made it feel and also how she feels. Because it's not only about Todd, it's also about Candy, okay? But I was like, whatever. Because his thing was, whenever we do something together, they assume, oh, Candy, Candy, Candy. No one think about what I did too. He said, so I'm not resentful to you about that, but I just wanted this to be something that was known that only I did. And when he put it like that, I understood it, but I also felt like he should have had that conversation with Candy beforehand. Like, this not something that you talk about after the fact. I think she should have already known, well, hey, I love you, babe, I want to keep working with you, babe, but I just want to do something that I can say it's just me. So when it take off, they can't say, "Oh, me and Candy." Okay, I mean, I guess so. I still can't get past the 2, 3 times a week, child. I'm already tired thinking about it. I could see if it was 2 or 3 times a month. That's look. If you had sex 3 days a week, that's a lot. Considering, because I think people don't get what people do get. But I think it's like when you are busy in life, like with working, with kids, with whatever you got going on, no one wants to have sex every day. It's just not needed. It's just not wanted. Okay. And I feel like Todd saying that, I get in comparison to what they used to do, it may be not a lot at all. But I'm like, sir, if you're having sex 3 times a week in between all the stuff y'all have going on, that's a good thing. No one has to have sex every night. That isn't how it happens. That is not how it's always supposed to be. So I was like, Todd, shut up. Todd, go sit down somewhere. And not only that, sometimes Candy ain't even home. And so, I mean, Aaron, look, sir, you better get your hand together. Anyway, see, sex is not needed every day. 3 or 4 times a week is quite a bit. It is. That's because look, if you had sex even 2 times per day, let's say you had sex once in the morning and once at night, that is 14 times a week. Okay, no one needs sex 14 times. I don't care. I don't look. I know good sex. Trust me, I do. And I do not need it or want it. No, ma'am, no, sir. Okay, that I don't want it. Anyway, but again, they gonna figure shit out. It's fine between them. Okay. Now Drew out here shopping for a gift for Brooklyn for the party. Okay, and it's Drew and that messy ass assistant Anthony. Now, this is my issue with Anthony. Anthony is playing both sides, and I don't know who is using Anthony for a storyline. I don't know if it's Drew or if it is Sheree. But the fact that they have a assistant in common, the fact that he's on the show with a mic on, is like, what's going on? I don't get it. Because he should not have camera time. And the fact that he's telling both ladies things about the other is crazy. Because you have to remember, Sheree hasn't even been on the show in some seasons. Sheree and Drew, because this Drew's second season. So it's not as if it even makes sense for them to share some drama. Something like, who said this? Who did Ty come to with the bullshit to bring us to bullshit? Because I don't get it. Okay. Now when Drew shop with messy ass Anthony, he bring up how I was watching for Sheree. I was her assistant. Okay. And but she ain't pay me. So I had good ties with her. I was like, Anthony, you sure? And this is my thing. We also know that Sheree has a whole habit of not paying folks. Like, that ain't no secret. Like, we know for a fact it took 18,000 years for her to build Shadow Sheree because of money issues. You know what I'm saying? There have always been rumors and confirmed informations about Sheree not paying someone for one reason or the other. Okay. So I was like, I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised that the connection come between Drew and Sheree with this random ass assistant was extra. Okay. And I was like, get out my damn face. And I agree. He's not going to ever get. This is the thing. No tea, no shade to Drew or Sheree. They not even really celebrity like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he won't ever get a job with a real celebrity who has things to lose. He may get jobs with like reality folk, but that's it. But you have to people have to be careful who you allow in your life, who you allow to know things about yourself. And that's why I always say something about my life I keep private. Because I don't have time for y'all nosy asses trying to figure out what I got going on in my house. Okay. So, and this is the main reason. Because we will be messy as hell. Okay. But yeah, I agree. I do believe she was not paying him. Because the weird thing is, Sheree never disputed paying him or not. Her dispute was, well, he wasn't my assistant. Which to me means, but you knew him. He did whatever for you, and you felt like he wasn't your assistant. You didn't pay him. Is what I get from what Sheree said. Because she ain't denying knowing that man. She not denying that he even told her stuff. So y'all were hanging around each other. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, Sheree probably felt like, well, he wasn't my official assistant, so I do not have to pay him, and that's the bull of the shit, okay? But again, he also brings up how a vendor friend of his who had been working with Sheree did not get paid, and that vendor friend um told him that Sheree owed him $25,000. Again, anytime someone says Sheree owes the money, I just believe it. I do. Right. Because she's a rep for not paying people. Allegedly. Apparently. Possibly. We think so. We think so. Okay. But yes, it's not far fetched. Now it's messy and petty for the system to bring it on, for someone to bring it on the show, because it's been said for years. So it's like that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new or whatever. But while they were on there talking or whatever, we then see Sonya call her, because Sonya, who I'm assuming was either on her way to work, not work, to do a scene with Drew, whatever. She got into an accident. 18 wheeler side swiped her, drug her car. She was so distraught. I didn't know, what am I supposed to do, Drew? So Drew went to go get her. Thank God she was okay, because she was a nervous wreck, because it can get crazy. But I feel like, okay, I guess so. Now I was like, why did she call her husband? But she said she did call her husband. Her husband was in Texas. So apparently Sonya, it was Sonya, God, I forgot. Sonya and her husband had a chauffeur service in Texas that kind of went, went a little bit downhill once COVID hit. But now they're trying to rebuild the business. So he was in Texas working on it. So he couldn't come get her from Texas. But Drew came and got her and drove her around, and it was fine, all up and through. I was like, she should have called the 15 people at her house. And she may have the only car. I don't know why she didn't call mama, the daddy, the sister, or the brother-in-law, or them three kids. I don't know why she called Drew. But I feel like she must have been wanting to meet Drew, and maybe was closer to Drew than whoever else. Because in Atlanta, everything is like a damn mile for 18,000 years away. So Drew may have been the one to get her the quickest. Okay, the quickest. But whatever. Now this tea party. Okay, this tea party. The first thought I had was, who the hell did Kenya let do her hair? I was so confused on Kenya's hair, because Kenya, this is the weird thing about Kenya. Kenya either be having really good hair days or bullshit hair days. I'm like, Kenya, this can't be what you thought was cute for the tea party. It couldn't have been. Could have been. Could not have been. Okay? Because it doesn't make any sense. None at the all. Let me see some comments I didn't see. Right, we're gonna look up and see Anthony in flashback scene with Faye trying to retain her ass as his lawyer, like the dude who worked for Candy, did for unpaid wages. Lord Jesus. I'll never forget Sheree on that reunion explaining why she didn't pay the contractor. I don't know. It was weird to me. It give you England. It wasn't a good execution, in my opinion. Okay, because I've seen Kenya have amazing hair days, and I was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I just wanted better. I wanted it to be more neat. It felt like it was a rush hair job, or like she was going for a different style that did not work out, and they just settled on this. Okay, and sometimes settling ain't what it is. I thought Kenny was going on was going as messy, not messy Barbie. Well, no, but she dressed. She not dressed as a messy Barbie. I just think she need to fire whoever hairstylist is, because I don't like it at all. It just looks. I was like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Where's Brooklyn? Where's she at? What's going on here? Now her outfit was cute. I like that. I like that. But I felt like, I don't know. So again, the party was going on. Fun was trying to be had by all. And we see people arriving. People was late though. Don't come around here late to my party. Don't do that. Was she trying to dress like the woman from the 60s, and that was supposed to be big hair? I don't know either. Can you pull out that wig? She pulled out the wig. That probably is that wig. It looked like the pieces, and I'm like, the whole little bouffant. I'm like, it just looked like somebody didn't get her hair together, but her outfit was her outfit matched the theme of the party. Her hair looked unkempt, and I don't know why, because Kenya has amazing hair, whether it's her natural hair or even a wig or whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Ray got a reputation like Peter at this point, pertaining to money. She is a female Peter. Female Peter. Now, when Drew got there, the fact that Drew had on an outfit that Kenya had wore to Brooklyn's first birthday party 2 years prior, I was like, that is the same type of dress. It ain't the same dress, but it's tulle with a belt wrapped around. Okay, it was cute though. The little hair accessory, whatever. It was a tea party, so I kind of get the point of it or whatnot. But I was like, honey, somebody still fix it. I don't have time for the foolishness of Kenya saying she's stalking me. Is she trying to dress like me? I'm like, Kenya, I really don't. I would Drew go stalk Kenya's IG to see what she wore 2 years ago to wear that to a baby party? I don't know. I don't, because Drew outfit, the only thing that's the same is that it's tulle and the belt. And I don't feel like Drew, I don't think Drew styles herself. I think she's a stylist. And I think someone planned that outfit for her. So I don't think it was like, you know, saying, I'm going to start Kenya. I'm going to start Kenya. But it's like, whatever. Yes, her outfit was cute. We probably met Kenya. Kenya need to stop denying that she wears wigs and hair pieces. Her hair is always on point. Because right, it's like, you know, it's protective styles. Candy was 3 hours late. Don't come to a kid party. That late is over by that point. But this is the kicker. Candy got there, and Brooklyn and Candy was walking in. I feel like I don't have to be the first person to your party, but not Candy. Everyone showed up late, not just Candy. Candy was the last one to arrive, but because she had other stuff going on, y'all know Candy looked a bit. But even the white folk who ain't on, like, no one came on time to that party. You know what I'm saying? So not only the people on the show, but regular other folk were there. They weren't on time either. Okay, not at all. Okay, right. What's going on here? What's going on? Drew did look cute. You know what I'm saying? She did. But I'm gonna leave that be as well. So, you know, we had this little event. Okay, with all, because I didn't feel like getting on the photos together. So we're gonna have that. And so again, Drew came dressed how she came dressed or whatever. Sonya and Drew have a little bit of a moment or whatnot, because Drew mentions how her and Ralph are at odds. I'm like, when your Ralph not at odds? I just be wondering, because y'all always beefing. You know, this for no reason. And I'm like, for why? And she brings up how he is out of town right now. And we see like a little flashback scene of them talking. And he's still upset about that dinner shit. And he's sleeping in the other room right now. And he tells her how I feel like you spit my face by not appreciating me, you know, setting up dinner at this man's house. I'm like, Ralph, fuck you. But also she brings up how she found a receipt for him at some bar or whatever. He had 2 Long Islands. She's like, you had 2 Long Islands by yourself. 2 Long Islands, Ralph. He's like, I was with my boy. I was like, Ralph responds to questions in a way that sound like he lying. Like, I'm like, he may not be lying, but it sound like he lying. Okay? And it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, Shrek, that's why I put it up there. Honey, it was a no. It was a no. Yes, everyone was late. Everyone. Okay. Look, I'm always late. Okay. I'm always late. But I plan to be late because I don't like being the first person nowhere. I feel like if you have the party, like, I don't have to be there right if it starts at 9. I should be able to get there like 9:30 because the party ain't gonna be over that fast. I gotta be there for a while. Now, if it's like a dinner or that I get, but if you're having a whole party that's for a few hours, I don't want to be there when it first starts. I don't want to stay the whole time. I may be late. Now, 3 hours late is a lot. The party should have been over, but that's how you can tell this is the whole production more than the actual. Because I'm like, I don't think the white people. I know. I don't. Yeah, Marlo look cute. Look cute. Um, I don't think Ralph was cheating that time. Um, Ralph may have been with his boys as the assistant. Honey, we gonna get into that. Um, I don't think Ralph cheating that time. Two Long Islands is nothing. If it was four, then right. Four is a lot because he could have had two. He could have had two. That's really it. Um, right. Doing what is the question? What is Ralph and his boys doing? Okay. I'm like, honey, hopefully not it. But again, Candy came late, but Brooklyn was just walking in. Okay. Now the funny part was, first of all, Sheree don't have no kids at age. So like Sheree should not have been coming there. But they are bringing children. Well, Marlo don't either. They are bringing kids. No, the kids did not really want to play with each other. They strangers. The kids don't know each other, and it's fine, fine, fine. Now the weird thing was, Samuel's son was not having it. He want to leave. Okay. Now Kenya was the one who they had like who knows Brooklyn best games. I want to play. I don't want to go to your kid party and play kid games. Leave me be. Okay. Let me sit on the side, have some wine or some liquor. Let the kids play. Okay. I'm gonna sit the chaperone my child. Anyway, Kenya has the adults play a tea game. Okay. Well, they have to write down rumors or tea about someone there at the party. I was like, Kenya, this is messy. And when Candy said at the kids party, because when Kenya said, well, no, it gotta be like fun, fun stuff. You can't. It ain't no fun mess, ain't no fun rumors, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. But Kenya being Kenya, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be fun. I'm like, I can see shit going wrong because no one wants to speak on rumors that they've heard about people in the room. Okay, because it's gonna be messy. Man, what messy? Okay, and so it's fine. Now we do know that Monietta Shaw, who y'all know is Neo's ex-girlfriend, baby mama, whatever. She's a friend of the show. She there too. Her car got pulled first when she admitted that she has, fake boobs. Okay, so that's a rumor that was being said about her. She confirmed it's true. Now Candy then pulls a card that says about her that Candy was out here sucking dick in the locker room. I said in the locker room. When she said Candy was sucking dick in the locker room, I said in the locker room, like what athletes be. Candy, what you doing? And who said that? Okay, now Candy was upset. I know you fucking lying. I have never sucked dick in a locker room. So I am offended. I am highly of. I said, girl, right? Who said that? This is the thing. Okay, this is the thing. This is what I think because everyone is like, I don't know, what me. I didn't do and I'm like, someone said it. Okay, so when Sheree then said her confessional, you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm saying because Candy has sucked dick everywhere, so why would she be offended about this? I said Sheree wrote that. Sheree wrote that to get back at Candy for telling Kenya and Marlo what Drew said. And I say that because she had the same color paper. Okay. She had the pink and the other folk did too. My thing is, I don't think anyone else there at that party will write that about Candy. It was Sheree. It was Sheree. And that's also why she said that in the confessional. It's also why when they was asked, who said that? She looked guilty. Meaning she looked like, I don't know. I'm not know it was you. It was you. And I think her thing was she said earlier, Candy hate when anyone speak on her and spread rumors. She would hate that. So why would Candy then spread rumors about me? Sheree wholeheartedly wrote that shit as get back. Period. It could have also been Marlo. I get that. It could have been. But I fully believe Sheree said that shit. Sheree. Yeah, it was Sheree. It was Sheree. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I feel like when someone said they heard a rumor about you, like, who the fuck said that? Like, I ain't never stuck no dick in the locker room. That ain't what I did. Okay, that's not possible. Not for me, honey. And I was like, well, I mean, it could be not. But I need y'all to take 1 second, honey, and like the video. I need some water. I'm back. But as I was saying, I feel like it was. Oh, I was going to say. Yeah, Sheree wrote it. I agree. It was fully Sheree. Um, no, Best Wives will be tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock because I haven't watched the episode just yet. Um, but I think the reason Sheree did not own up to it was because I think she saw that Candy was pissed off and she didn't expect Candy to be mad. And I was like, well, I mean, no one wanted to say that, they were sucking dick in the locker room. That's a lot to do, okay? That means you was rounding with an athlete in a little dirty locker room. No, ma'am. I feel like this wasn't even a rumor, more so something that was created to be a dig at Candy. I agree. That's why I think it was Sheree. Because Sheree, that's something she'll do. That's something she'll do. If Candy had done that, I think she would have admitted it. Given the thing that she has admitted in the past, she has no reason to lie about that. Correct. I agree. I fully agree. Okay. So Sheree gonna probably get called out at the reunion. They gotta figure out who said it, and I really do believe it was Sheree because it doesn't make sense for it to be anybody else. Okay. But they keep going because as Kenya said, well, Candy, we can't keep talking about this because you was late. We keep going. So she pulls another card, and this one reads, someone tried to order from the archive, Marlo's thing, and could not get anything. Nothing was available. The site was empty. And Marlo gonna say, well, you can't just order online. You have to, send an inquiry on the website, and then if we're interested, then we will respond. I said, that ain't what you do. If you want folk to buy your stuff and rent your stuff, you have to have it available online to book what they want. Okay, so is you funneling money? Is you embezzling? Is it a front? I just want to know. Candy has what you said right, 10 toes down at all the time. Anyone notice that Candy's dress, the black and white party dress, was the same dress that the girl had on? But no, I don't watch Love Match yet. Why? I watched some of it, not all of it. I haven't noticed it. No. But anyway, Kenya brings up how I heard that you said, even said that I borrowed Lisa Ray car. I don't know that lady like that, so I cannot have borrowed a car. So that's what I heard in the streets or whatever. And King then brings up how I also heard that Marlon that you have a pre-owned or you have a used Rolls Royce. I was like, so do people not buy used cars? I mean, because if you have a used Rolls Royce or a new Rolls Royce, it's still a Rolls Royce. It's weird to me. I'm like, Kenya, you were up trying to bargain on a $10,000 party. So why does it matter if someone has a used Rolls Royce? And not only that, Marlo, okay, you was fussing about your nephew's 12 grand, not 12 grand, a $1,200 suit for homecoming. Y'all both up there peddling pennies about little shit or whatever. Is y'all balling and all? And why does it matter if someone had a used car? It's still a fucking Rolls Royce. It ain't a Pinto. Okay, I was like, what is wrong with y'all? It's like, honey, y'all. To me, it's like they don't have money because of the thing they fuss about. I was like, that's just weird. I didn't say that. Angie said that. I didn't say that. That's what Eddie said. Eddie said Marlo know that business is the front. I didn't say it. She did. Okay. Uh, I just can't. I didn't do it. Um, right, used but new to me. I'm like, look, ain't nothing wrong with a used car as long as it's in good condition and there many miles on it, it's fine. Okay. And I was like, girl, I cannot. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with a used Rolls Royce. I can't even get a crash used Rolls Royce at the auction. It's a Rolls Royce. I was like, y'all this is so dumb. Okay. And then they fussing back and forth about Kenya's outfit being, Chanel inspired versus a Chanel authentic. I'm like, what? Y'all, girl, the shade at this point, I'm like, is stupid. It's to the point where it's a bit petty and childish what y'all fussing about. It's like, ain't no point in fussing about that, but I'm gonna leave that be, okay? And then the next, little rumor that can you read, somebody wrote, is someone is not paying their assistants. And I was like, ooh, who said that? Now, initially, I said, oh, we know that came from Drew about Sheree. And Drew said, well, that's what I heard. He said, I heard that or whatever. You see, I was trying to tell you, Sheree, at Marlo's events, but, we couldn't get to it. But I also don't know you, so I don't know for sure if it's true or not. But again, that's what I heard from my assistant or whatever. And Sheree, in my opinion, was pissed for no reason, and we're gonna find out why. Okay, she brings up how when he wasn't my assistant. Okay, and if you don't know me, then why are you spreading the rumor? And when Drew said, "I'm not spreading I didn't spread no rumor. I didn't do that." And when Sheree then said, "But you told Candy told Kenya. Candy also told Marlo. Is anyone else here that Red Candy told?" I'm like, okay. Again, Sheree wrote that about Candy's Get Back. And not only that, I really feel like at first I thought Drew wrote that about this. I think it was actually Kenya. Because when Kenya looked at Marlo, when Kenya looked at Candy like this, I was like, Because one thing is, Candy was the one who said this or that. So I'm like, maybe it wasn't Drew. It could have been Kenya trying to be messy to bring out the rumor. Because we also know she didn't like Drew last season. I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate. Could Kenya have said it to bring it up, knowing that Drew would then admit that she also heard it too? Okay? Either way it came out. Either way, but Candy, you were the one Candy was the spreader. You was the spreader. Okay? And I was like, Now Drew and Sheree going back and forth, and I'm like, please stop going back and forth. I want y'all to just stop with this hush, the back and the forth, because it's like y'all fussing with each other about what Anthony said. He said that, not y'all. It was him. That's who y'all should be upset with. And so when Sheree said, "Don't come for me, my kids, and my finances or whatever," and Drew like, "Look, it was a conversation that needed to be had. That's it. Okay, that's it." And when Sheree then said, "Yeah, with me not Candy," when Sheree kept saying it with me not Candy, and I can't believe Candy not talking. I fully believe Sheree wrote that about Candy, and I really believe Kenya was the one to bring up what Drew was saying to put it on the table. Because when Sheree got there and Kenya said, "Oh, so you ready for Drew?" Like she mentioned Drew and Sheree having it out, one way or the other here. So I look, I'm not a psychic, okay, but I'm just saying. And yes, Sheree was probably pissed because it's true, because she know people hear that all the time. Why would Drew and Sheree so bad at each other and nobody mad? Right? He said that shit. He said that shit. That's who it was. I'm telling you, I think it was Sheree. I fully do. But with Drew and Sheree going back and forth, whatever, and then Drew like, well, I have 3 sisters. I have 3 sisters. And I'm like, okay, fine. Then as they talking about what the assistant said, random person, I'm like, who was this random person sitting there who we find out is actually Sheree's friend, Fathom. She then say, is it the same assistant who said her husband was gay? I said, not her husband. Who husband gay? So apparently Anthony had been telling Sheree that Drew's husband Ralph is actually gay. Then Sheree, as we now know, told her friend. So I'm like, hold up. What? What? Random person then say how, well, Sheree told me that the assistant was someone who was harassing her to be her assistant, and she would not hire him because he was telling her how your husband was gay. And I was like, oh. Now, the fact that Sheree kept trying to tell her, no, stop, don't say, shh, don't do it. I'm like, Sheree had been gossiping about Drew and Ralph to her friends. I'm like, you mad at Drew for telling Candy a rumor about you that we've heard for years. You don't pay people, but you telling people her husband is gay. You spread her husband. I was like, what the hell is going on? And again, because Sheree was fully trying to quiet her friend down, like, don't say that. No, don't do that. To me, it meant you were gossiping about them people, and you know you did as wrong. So, in my opinion, Sheree more wrong than Drew. Pot me kettle. Pot me kettle. I was no, I don't think it was a stage tea drop. I feel like Sheree told her stuff and did not think she would bring it up. Because truthfully, Sheree could have done it herself, and she didn't. And I think she didn't want to seem messy as she had been, because she was fussing at Drew for the exact same thing she was already doing. So I don't think it was necessarily like a stage tea drop, but I do feel like the friend who don't know how things work, like, okay, well, let me say what you told me. You know what I'm saying? And look, someone saying I don't pay people when that's already in the atmosphere, to me, isn't a big issue. You telling folk my husband's gay is an issue with me. And then I was like, yep, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You way messier. No, low blow. Low blow. Okay. And random friend who's saying to Drew, like, what? That's what she said, like that. She said and I'm like, Lord, it's just getting messier and messier and messier. And Drew's pissed because all Drew heard was, oh, your husband gay. Drew did not hear her say that. The assistant said he was gay. So Drew pissed off at old girl right here. Who are you? Don't speak on my husband. Just hush, stop talking. Who are you? Don't do that. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. And while they're now fussing in the midst of all this, a random white woman who's there, her kid, this is a party. This is embarrassing. My child is here. Your children here. I'm like, bitch, it's the Housewives of Atlanta. They're gonna fight and fuss. Not fight, they're gonna fuss. They're gonna fuss or whatever. And when Marlo said, can you stop? Marlo said, can you stop inviting your white friends who don't know how to? I was like, girl, now who don't get it. But it's true. You can't be around here at our party. We don't know. We may have a full-fledged argument in front of children. But you know what I blame? I blame Kenya. Because as Candy said, we should have never played this game here. It should have never happened because we messy. We don't know how to act at all. We don't. And messy friend is here for no reason. Okay, get away. Get out of my face. Go ahead. Okay. So they said I'm wrong talking. Okay. White friend on the left, whatever. So Sheree telling you, like, I thought you were cool, but I see that you're really this a ditzy bitch. I'm like, not a ditzy bitch. A ditzy bitch? Just call me a bitch? Yes, bitch. I'm like, y'all, okay, look, y'all can't be at the kids' party and changing bitches. Because kids hear words. I'm like, girl, but again, I don't know why Kenya had this game played at this party. It's your daughter's birthday party. It's stupid, okay? Fussing I get, but I'm like, you knew this could go completely left. It's on you. I hope, to me, this right. I hope this is not her only party. I do think this is her party for the show party. I don't think Kenya knew had folk there. There was extra, okay, and that was really it. But I'm gonna leave that be. But again, they kind of, it's okay. It's okay. No fighting. But it's back and forth. And the fact that I'm like, how are y'all both mad at each other and no one's mad at, because Anthony said it. That's who did it. Okay? It's no one but him. And when Kenya then told Drew that she should apologize to old girl because old girl was saying that it wasn't her, it was the assistant. Oh, really? No, fuck that. I'm still mad because you repeat shit that Sheree told you. You repeat things that got on my damn girl. I was like, it's just dumb. Okay. And when Drew said like I would never be okay with anyone, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on my husband, I was like, girl, you know, look, Kenya don't know nothing about defending the husband. Okay. We know that. And I'm also happy that Drew did not say sorry. Because again, don't speak on my husband. Even my husband ain't shit, we know Rob ain't shit. But that's a husband. And I'm like, that's what it is. That Karen's probably oh, the school. Okay, that's true. That's true. It was a school friend. Kenya wrote the party off on her her taxes as a business meeting. Uh, that's probably true. Anthony has to be the messiest assistant in life. He is. He is. He's gonna probably be on Married and Medicine next. But I just feel like it was mess for no reason. Okay. And so at this point in time, they up talking, and you can still see the tension between Sheree and Drew. And you're like, you're so mad. Why are you so mad? And she's like, it was dumb. It reminded me of when Marlo and Sheree was fussing back and forth seasons ago. Were they in Africa? I think so. It was that. And I'm like, to me, Sheree has no reason to still be pissed because Sheree, you did the exact same thing that you're upset with her for, except you spoke on her husband. Okay, you spread the rumor to someone who did not even know Drew. At least Drew told Candy because she know Candy know you and can advise her what to do. You told a whole random ass stranger. Okay, and so I was like, it was kind of crazy. But again, Sheree admits she did not pay him. She admits it because it was because he wasn't her assistant. That man was her assistant, and she didn't pay. Okay, and they fussing back and forth, hands in each other. I'm like, get y'all hands out of each other's face. Look, I don't have no time for no slaps. Please don't slap each other. And it had to be kind of separated in the middle. Like they had to get in between them. I'm like, don't fight. Please don't do it because it can get messy. And no one likes the mess. I mean, we like the mess. We do like the mess. But it's just fussing. And even Sheree said how she wants to have a conversation with Candy about what Candy did because Candy was on bullshit. And that's kind of how it went off. However, on Twitter, Drew and Sheree exchanged some words on there. Okay, so Drew posted, you saying you can't distinguish spring, summer, and September. You probably can't keep your payroll straight, joggers. Okay, and then Sheree responded, just like you can't keep your marriage straight. You know, respect the OG. She by Sheree, and I'm like, well, Sheree, I mean, mom, you single, and it has been for years. You still ain't seen you with Tyrone. I don't need that be. So it's like whatever. So again, the back and forth of it all. And then when Drew then said, keep my husband's name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch, is what she said. Or what? Keep my finances out of your mouth. Who the f are you? Okay, a banker at Wells Fargo. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Hashtag liar. Was there my assistant? Who are you? I don't know her. I think you know Drew. I do. Okay, I really do. The system must be a production team in the really world because I'm convinced that they hired him just to start mess. It's something because I'm like, there's no, I'm still waiting for the joggers. Still waiting. Okay. But just that back and forth on Twitter, and then Sheree finally left off and said, instead of paying 3 assistants when you aren't working, you should invest in that in a real marriage counselor. I was like, girl. Girl. I mean, Sheree is an OG. Sheree has also left the franchise more than anybody else. She's also left and came back all the damn time. So I just feel like it's just bullshit. Okay, it's just bullshit. And the only way I would have stayed on Sheree's side about being upset that someone, was spreading rumors is that she wasn't doing the exact same thing with that her friend and what the dude told her. I was like, you don't get out my damn face. Kenya and Candy are sitting somewhere with their pair of feet up. Because technically, that's where it all came from. Because, again, Drew told Candy. Candy told Marlo. Candy told Kenya. Both Kenya and Marlo told Sheree. Okay. And it's just messy. It's just messy. That's what it is. But I have been on here long enough, y'all. My signal's so dumb. I be trying to come on and be on here, but it's like, y'all see me. Hi. Or whatever. But do not forget, okay, I'll be live tomorrow for Basketball Wives and Couples Retreat. That is tomorrow at 9 p.m., which means after I get off work. I will also have a review of the Billboard Awards. That will either be up sometime tomorrow. I may do a live on Wednesday for that. I'm not sure, okay? But tomorrow for sure at 9 p.m. The link is already on my page for the review for these folks right here. Okay, I have not watched the episode. I'll watch the episodes tomorrow, and I'll be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. for both shows. We're going to see what the season gives. Okay? So come on through tomorrow. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I have been putting up a whole look. I want to show y'all something because I have been putting in work today, okay? And yesterday as well. Because I was like, I have to just get shit done. I used to be much more active, much more consistent with posting content on my channel, and I got a little comfortable. Okay, a little comfortable. Wait, let me take this off. So, like, I have put up too much content. Okay, so make sure that y'all be going to my page. Okay. And watching my content, okay, because it's videos after videos after videos, okay? And if you all check the communities tab, maybe stuff on here too, you know what I'm saying? I do stuff on here as well. So always make sure, if you do nothing else, come around here to our pages, okay? If are you a member, hit join, okay? You see join right here? You see that right there? Little join button? Join and become a member, okay, to support your girl. We already have members right here, you know what I'm saying? Right here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I have been hard at work, okay? With the Monique live, the Mail live, okay? We live right now. The Stormy live, the Chit Chat about the Nightcap, okay? The Wine, the live. You know what I'm saying? I have been active, okay? I've been pushing out content consistently. That's the one reason why I'm doing lives every night when I'm off work, because I cannot do them in the daytime. Because I'll be working. So I'm trying to be more consistent than I have been, you know what I'm saying? Because I got COVID, got sick, you know what I'm saying? Fell off a little bit, and I'm trying to get back into some of the things. So thank y'all to those who I know be watching. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I know some of y'all watch all my stuff. I'm very thankful for that. Very much so thankful for all of that, okay? But I'm like, I just want, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Okay, I'm out here doing things, okay? Content of the yin yang. And I'm gonna be not live. It's gonna be more content up tomorrow. But I'm gonna leave it there. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Like the video. And other than that, I will see y'all later. Gotta go. Bye.